let's get this show on the road. It's all mine. Huzzah! Glad that's over. Suits me fine. They're going down. Won't be hard. Out of my way. Good riddance. Yes. Tick. Sweet. Uh-oh. This can't be good. Let's do it. I'm glad that's over with. Bring it on. Damn it. This is all just another day for me. Let's just get this over. Bye. Yep, it's over. My pleasure. Looks like we are having crab for dinner tonight. Well, it's over. That's that. Bullshit. One down.
good to see you. You fixed our water problem, didn't you?
That's right.
That's marvelous, darling. Simply marvelous. Here, you can have some of our produce. I'll ask Greenie to give you a discount, too, if there's anything else you need. Now I simply must get back to work. Ta-ta!
White. Happy to help. I cleared out the ghouls that were giving that settlement trouble.
Glad to hear it, General. It's hard enough out here without people having to worry about ghouls in their backyard. We've gotten big enough that we're having trouble communicating with all our settlements. It's a good problem to have, and I have a solution. I think it's time to retake the castle. It used to be the Minutemen HQ, way before my time. Well fortified, centrally located, and most important, it has a powerful radio transmitter we can use to broadcast to the whole Commonwealth.
So what happened to this castle if it was so well fortified?
This was long before I joined up, but the story I heard was that some kind of monster came out of the sea and destroyed the fort. A lot of the leaders were killed in that battle, and I guess nobody ever felt it was worth the risk to try to retake it. I've always wondered if losing the radio station was the beginning of all our later problems. So, should I have an assault force assemble near the castle?
I'll think about it and get back to you.
Your call. Just let me know when you're ready to pull the trigger.
Hey! Hello there! If I'm not mistaken, you're the gal I've been looking for.
You, hear my broadcast?
You're sharp. Yeah, I heard your broadcast. Sounded as if you were starting some kind of settlement. Is that about the right of it?
You looking for a new place to settle?
Not me, no. But I have something that might help you with those that are. Here, catch. It's called an ASAM sensor. If you're gonna be building settlements, these things are what you'll want to use.
Yeah? Why is that?
I think a demonstration is in order. Place that ASAM down on the ground somewhere. Go ahead. Any old spot will do.
Congratulations! You've made the smart move of choosing Rocco brand ASAM sensors for your city planning needs. Rocco brand ASAM sensors, America's #1 sensor solution. Distributed in partnership with Voltec.
Nicely done. Don't mind the ASAM, it's just scanning the area for materials. Now for this next part, I'm gonna pretend to be a settler who's come to work for you. So just play along, alright? Boy, I sure am glad I found this settlement to live in. But oh no, there are no homes available. And I don't know how to build one myself. I guess I'll just have to rely on whoever runs this place to build a home for me.
Don't sell yourself short.
You're right. If only I had a little guidance, I could probably build something myself. But wait, what is this? Why, it's an ASAM! Just the thing I need!
What do you need it for?
That is a great question. You see, with an ASAM, there's no barrier for entry when it comes to building something. All I'd need to do is follow the step-by-step instructions provided by the ASAM. Here, let me show you. Once you've placed down a sensor, your role in the construction is pretty much done. Just about anyone in the settlement can claim the area and start building for themselves. The directions that the ASAM provides are so easy to understand, even a savage could do it with no problem. Alright, just one more nail, and finished.
A man's home is his castle, and no one understands that better than Robco. Our ASAM sensor technology offers citizens unrivaled freedom of DIY home design. Built using locally sourced materials and designed via our patented dynamic easy-build blueprint software. With Robco brand ASAM sensors, everyone can have a roof over their head. After all, a warm and dry citizen is a productive citizen.
And there you have it. A fully built home. Ready for habitation by some lucky wastelander. And you barely had to lift a finger. Not too shabby, huh? So now that you've seen what they can do, what do you think? Are ASAM sensors something you might be interested in?
Yes. I'm really interested.
I thought you might be. Unfortunately, right now I only have the one sensor on me. However, I can provide you with more. And once you have more, I can show you even more stuff you could build with them. Homes are just the start. But first, I'm gonna have to ask for a little task done in return.
Of course. Just tell me what you need help with.
Alright, here it is. I got me a workshop in a town called Concord. Nice enough place, fairly quiet. Or at least it was. But just recently, I returned from a trade run to find the entire town overrun by raiders. And now I can't get near my workshop. A small group I could deal with, but there's too many for me to take on alone. So I'm gonna need someone to help take them out. So there it is. That's the job. You help me get rid of these raiders, I'll give you more ASAMs. And show you how to build even more stuff with them.
Raiders? That name alone says something.
You ain't wrong there. As far as I'm concerned, raiders are human filth. I just hope they've not messed up my workshop too much.
There's no need to worry. I already took care of those raiders.
You did? Huh. I need to go check this out for myself. Not that I don't believe you, but, you know. I'll meet you outside of Concord Hardware. Then we can discuss your payment. Oh, hey! I'll be honest, when you said you'd already taken care of the raiders, I had my doubts. But you were speaking the truth. All right. You held up your side of the bargain. The raiders have been dealt with. Now it's my turn to deliver. If you'd just like to follow me, we'll get you your ASAMs. Welcome to my workshop. Or at least what's left the raiders didn't smash.
You own this place?
I suppose I do. I mean, there was no one else here. And it was a good place to set up shop. Well, it was a good place until the raiders showed up. I'll never understand their need to smash and knock stuff over.
Some air fresheners, a new coat of paint, and it'll all be good as new.
Despite the mess they made, it doesn't look like they took anything important. Most of my equipment is still here, including your reward. Here, one whole box of ASAMs to do with as you see fit. You earned them.
What exactly is going on here?
Well, before the raiders showed up, I was doing research on the ASAMs. Despite me being the closest thing in the Commonwealth to an expert, there's still a lot I don't know about them.
Happy to help.
That's not all. If you remember, I also promised to show you more things you could build with ASAM sensors. I'll meet you back at your settlement. Don't keep me waiting long now. All right, time to show you what else ASAMs can do. Now, generally speaking, people need a roof over their head, food in their bellies, and a place to be working. We already built a place someone can live, so if you're ready, let's move on to those other two things.
What are you planning on building?
I'm going to show you the two other things your ASAMs can build. Farms, where folks can grow their own food, and places where people can work.
Okay. Show me.
All right. Place down a sensor again, but this time we'll use one configured for food production. Okay. I'm going to take on the role of a settler again. Don't worry, I won't subject you to my bad theatrics this time. I just want to show you how easy this is. Now, I can't say I've got much of a green thumb, but thanks to the ASAM, that don't really matter. It'll tell your settlers where to dig, what to plant, when to harvest. Takes out all the guesswork. No fuss, no muss. Well, maybe a little bit of muss. I mean, I am getting covered in dirt. But how's that different to any other day in the Commonwealth? Okay, almost done.
Yes! Gone are the days of citizens complaining over those ever-increasing grocery store prices, thanks to Rutger brand ASAM sensors. Never has it been easier for citizens to grow their own mouth-watering produce. It's so simple, even the wife and kids will want to get their hands dirty. For the finest in homegrown food, look to Rutger brand ASAM sensors.
And there we have it. A fine plot of land ready for cultivation. This from the guy who once underwatered a cactus.
I like it.
Glad to hear. All right, we've built a home, a farm. Next thing is a place to work. You know, somewhere folks can perform a little industry. Gather scrap or do a bit of scavenging, that kind of thing. Go ahead, put down an ASAM that's programmed for that. Okay, time for some industrial action. I'm on it. Looks like the sensors pre-selected a storage unit to build. That'll be useful. Now, any old fool can gather a pile of junk. But if you want settlements to grow, you need folks to gather useful building materials. And a storage unit will encourage people to do that. Wood, steel, maybe even a little asbestos to help keep warm. And don't be surprised if in time people start gathering even more useful stuff. Last screw now. Right it tight. And we're done.
Times are tough. There's no bones about it. Even useful people are starting to feel the pinch. but you can rely on Robco to provide fulfilling employment alternatives. With just one handy-dandy Robco brand ASAM sensor, citizens need never fear unemployment again. Able to legally gather and store useful materials, your citizens will wonder how they ever did without a Robco industrial unit. Just one more in the long line of technological marvels brought to you by Robco brand ASAM sensors.
Well, there we are. All basic necessities covered. Although folks won't be happy with the bare essentials forever. Eventually they will want more. Now it's up to you what type of ASAMs you put down, but do try and keep in mind what folks in your settlements will be needing.
Excuse me, hello. Don't shoot now, I don't mean no harm. I hope you don't mind the intrusion. I couldn't help but notice all the commotion. What are you two young'uns up to here? That is, if you don't mind me asking. Fixing up these buildings, are you?
Yeah, something like that.
Actually, we just finished building these. Foundations, walls, everything.
Is that so? Built them by yourself, did you? Well, you two looking to settle down here, or...?
This settlement belongs to my friend here, not me. I was just demonstrating some construction techniques using this ASAM sensor.
Construction techniques? Using that gadget there? Sounds like Brahmin dung to me. Are you telling me you made all this using that gizmo?
Sorry. Who are you?
Oh, did I not introduce myself? Well, you'll have to forgive me. When you get to be my age, pleasantries become somewhat optional. I'm old Paul. People call me that on account of how old I am. And before you go asking my age, don't. I stopped counting years ago. Now, y'all gonna answer an old man or not? You two really built this stuff.
That's right. We're rebuilding.
You say that as if building stuff is easy.
Hey, here's a suggestion. Why not offer the old-timer residents here? Let them experience the benefits of sensors firsthand. That is, if you'd be interested in staying here.
I'll admit, seeing you two build with those doodads did pique my curiosity. And it might be nice to settle down somewhere for a while. It is getting dangerous out there, especially for a scav past his prime. But would an old man like me really be welcome here?
I'd welcome the help.
Okay then, you got yourself a deal. Old Paul is at your service. Now, if you'd excuse me a second, I want to check out this here sensor doohickey.
How about that? Your ASAMs have already attracted their first resident. With that, I'd say our exchange of services is complete. Enjoy your ASAMs. I'm sure you'll put them to good use. Now, if you'll excuse me, I gotta get back to the hardware store. Got a lot of important work to be getting on with.
What kind of work?
I've got some family matters I need to take care of. Personal stuff. I'm sure you understand.
It was good working with you.
Yeah, you too. I should get going. Oh, and good luck with your settlement.
Hey, where's that ASAM fella going? I wanted to ask him a few questions.
What's on your mind?
Maybe you're the person to ask instead. You're the head honcho around this place, right? Well, I've got a request to make. You see, I noticed that there's a whole bunch of new people around here, so I'm thinking it might be best to put down a few more of these here censored thingamabobs. You know, to make sure everybody's got a home, a place to work, and not to mention enough food.
That's a good idea.
Well, I've been known to have a decent idea now and again. These ASAM things seem very impressive, but we can only make use of them if you place them down for us. Oh, it's you.